So I hope you're gonna take a couple of minutes to watch this video with me because I do have some really amazing goodies. It is becoming cozy and there's some Christmassy things, which is actually something I'm gonna start with because my lovely assistant who is here today, I'm gonna show you the lovely assistant. We all know her and love her. She is helping me unwrap them right now. And some of you may have already seen it. The new Acufactum holiday line has come in, and I'm gonna actually show the book first. The new Angelic Creations, which is the English version of the book, has come in, has landed, and of course, there's some amazing things in it again. And now I yet again wish that I had earmarked some of the things that I really want to show you, but there's so many good ones. I am going like these little jars, so cute. So they just put cookies in there, and there's a sewing pattern how to make these little jar covers. So on top they have the Christmas fabric, and then they have some coordinating fabric around it. And oh yeah, so many good ones. These big massive bows. Then these beautiful cushions with some applique work. These ones, these little ornaments, really cute. For the crochet people, I mean, I don't understand this. I don't understand all of these lines. I'm very much in awe of people who know how to do this. But how cute are these ornaments? And there is also, oh my goodness, there's just too many good things in here that now I don't remember where they all are. Love these. Really love them. I have to have some people help me make a couple of these up. This is probably my personal favorite because I love the understated elegance of this decor rather than having that, you know how everybody always has the big pots with the holiday decor out front, and I love them, but if you get them pre-decorated, they are quite pricey, and I don't have the big pots, but I do have things. I have green things, I have squiggly things, I have old Christmas decor things, and I love these. I have at my house, I have a little handrail on the side, and I feel like hanging these up would be really nice on the outside of my handrail, but even inside on a door or whatever home decor you have. I think these would be really beautiful, and then you can reuse them year after year, or you can even use them as gifts. So there's a lot of really amazing things in this one. I did also want to mention that the one from last year came back as well, because that one sold out right away. It was super popular. And I'll show some of my favorites in a moment. I will show you the new Acufactum holiday or Christmas designs now. And I'm not going to say, oh, this one's my favorite, because that would be a lie, because I love all of them and I will need all of them. These are the little star singers, stargazers. I can't remember exactly what they're named, so don't quote me on what the actual name is online. So I'm just going to call them as I see them. But online is a proper name. So, but these little people dressed as stars, and they're singing. So, star singers, I will call them, and stargazer. I love the coloring on this because most of the Christmas fabrics and most of the ones here are usually always the red, white, and green. So it's nice to have this kind of coloring, which has a really, really soft yellow. And I will be working on creating some stack pictures of some coordinates that we have today. I just didn't get to it, but I will post them in the product itself so that you can see some of the coordinating fabrics that you could get for these. Next up is this one. These little snowflakes, little angel-y things that are, I feel like this one is painting the snowflakes. Can we all agree that this one is painting the snowflakes? This one is just frolicking, being happy. So these are little ones, and I love them. How cute are they? And then you can do some little snowflakes, maybe a little bit of hand embroidery or machine embroidery. And now we're coming to the ones that have the more traditional colors. but they're absolutely adorable. So here we have the little gnomes with the mistletoes. So you don't even need to get a real mistletoe. You just make maybe a little wreath or a pillow with this, and everybody that comes close to it has to give you a smile, a hug, a kiss, whatever it is. Just a little conversation piece. And how cute are they? They are so gorgeous. Next up, more of the little gnomes, this time with some rosehip. And, you know, back home in Germany, since this is a German designer, rosehip is always very popular, like the rosehip designs, rosehip tea, rosehip jam, very, very popular. And I just love the little gnomes. They're all like hanging out, holding them, presenting them. And in the background is like a very, very pale green on this one. And you can easily mix and match them. Like, look at that. They'll go together so nicely. Next up, the little gnomes, but with some more of the pointy Santa-like hat in this bush. I do not know what these berries are. I apologize, but they look like currants, but obviously they're not currants because it is a wintry scene with some snowflakes in the back, and they're all just hanging out in there. Also really, really beautiful. And then these ones we can all appreciate because it just goes with the hobby. There's the little gnomes and like angel-like gnomes on the spools of thread with some needles, doing some happy work. And there's a lot of things around because even they have a creative space. Let's not call it messy. It is the creative space where you can see all the creativity. So this one, really, really fun. Will also be nice for gift bags. Will also be nice. Like, you can easily fussy cut a piece out of it if you wanted to make it, like if you wanted to present it in a way. You can even, just because you love it so much, you can even just use a piece and put it in an embroidery hoop and display it. So many options for these ones. And then last but not least, in the fabrics of these collections are these little gnomes with angel wings, also with the needles and thread. And then we have some sparkly stars, and really gorgeous. Like such a gorgeous line, really special. And I do want to point out some things in the Cozy Fabric Tales. That is something that is new that we got in. So this was definitely one of my favorite quilts in this book. It has 3 of these stars, which I think might be done with English paper piecing. I have not made it yet, but so it has also this big embroidery thing, and we do have also a fabric that has just has a seam like this. So instead of doing this hand embroidery, you could also insert a piece of fabric in here. But now what I really wanted to point out is, when you look closer, it has this beautiful boucle on the other side, and you will see this fabric show up a couple of times. Oh. I never noticed that here they have the hedgehog. We just talked about the hedgehogs, how the Germans love the hedgehogs. The hedgehogs on the waffle toweling here. Didn't even notice they had snuck that in there. But there was another one where it shows up, and just for... Oh, come on. It's probably on the last page. It shows up in here. And on the pillow is this beautiful cozy boucle. So I found which boucle they're using. And of course, we got the boucle. So this is the white version of it. And it is, I had first secretly just bought one bolt to make sure that it is as good as I was hoping for it to be before I commit to all the colors. And I can, with confidence, say that it absolutely is. So you look at it close up, the boucle has like all this, oh, look at that, with a little bit of paint on my finger. Just ignore that. It has like all of these little curls, and it is so incredibly soft, but not too lofty, which makes it really easy to sew with, to do applique with, and to even do machine embroidery. So I'm definitely planning on doing some gorgeous machine embroidery, because you know how much I love machine embroidery. So what's even better about this, this is already pre-interfaced. So it already has an interfacing on it. So this is going nowhere. There's absolutely no stretch, no give to this, which makes it even easier to embroider on, to make pillows, to make quilt backings. And yet it is so, so soft. So it is not a stiff, backing. You look at it. You can see how soft and cozy this is, and easy to wash because it is a polyester boucle, so it's going to be really easy to take care of. And how cozy is this going to be on the pillows? I definitely want some pillows for my couch, and then have a whole bunch of different designs on it. Even if you don't want to do the really complicated patchwork or quilting project, you could take just a strip of these beautiful gnomes and holiday prints and just put a strip of it in it or on it, and just to kind of get that really beautiful feel of it, or put a little bow on it, or just use it on its own. Totally cool. But this is going to be so, so nice for that. So this is the white one that you'll like off. It's more of an off-white or a natural white. But then we have 4 other colors. We have this beautiful dark moss green. And I do realize they're not online yet. So if you're like, I need to look for it and put it on my wish list, I did realize that I had I didn't get to list it yet. I will do that today. So before the Fab Friday tomorrow, they will be there. So 5 colors, the dark moss green. Then we have the gray, which also shows up. I think that's the one that they used on one of the quilt, the first one that I showed you. We have a black, which is always a great classic, and it's going to make for some really nice embroidery as well if you did some metallic embroideries, because you know me and the sparkles, we are friends. And then last but not least, I'm going to have to really see what they maybe called this color, because I would say that this is it is in the brown family, but it almost, to me, it has a purple mauve undertone to it. It is really warm. It is an absolutely gorgeous color. I don't know what to call this, and it probably doesn't even display right on your screen. You'd have to see it for yourself. It's not gray. It's not really brown. There is like a plum hue to it, which I think makes this really fantastic to go with a lot of these, just because you have a warmer undertone to this. So those 5 colors, and I will make sure I will name it appropriately. And then there is one more cotton woven that was not from this collection, but I still wanted to list it at this time because I think this one is really magical and whimsical as well. This is a cotton poplin, also really wide, and I don't know what I need to make with this, but I do need it, and I know a lot of you will as well. Like, I think this is a really beautiful whimsical print with all of these animals and the mushrooms, and then again there's like little people that you can find. It's one of those prints where you can discover things. So I'm even imagining things for like a children's room, like a pillow, or even like curtain or curtain accents that you can make. A dress would be absolutely fantastic. A blouse. There's so many things you can make this. So cotton poplin with this whimsical print on it. And I lied. There's another 2 more wovens, but they're not poplin. They're not quilting cotton. They are flannel. Cotton flannels. There are 2 more that came in, and I do appreciate that they double packed it, because the white ones often get stained in transit. So sometimes the first meter, well, I guess it just forces me to keep it and to do something for myself. Most of the time it comes out, but it is nice that they have sent it this way, and it's all beautiful and intact. So this is the wider cotton flannel, and it has this little teddy bear that is playing knight on it. Here's playing knight. I think it's superhero here. Really whimsical again. And so this is brushed on both sides, solid on one side, and it has this beautiful print on the right side. Ooh. My lovely assistant is opening up all of the fabric bolts so I can easily show them to you. And then the second one of these is again, a off-white cotton flannel with little pink bows on it. And It's great for all of those PJ pants and PJs that we like to make for the cozy season. So now we're getting into the knits. There is one that's more of a standalone, and then all of the others are the mix and match ones. And I'm also going to get my lovely assistant. Oh yes, she is. Oh, she's already on it. She doesn't even need instructions. She's already cutting exactly what I need her to cut. So we'll go with it. So this one, forest animals. These beautiful forest animals are absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous. It's such a gorgeous design. There's foxes, there's deer, there's owl, and the background is a dark blue. There's even a badger on there. It's a little harder to see, it's hiding in there. And this is printed on, it's something really soft. It is a brushed sweat, 230 GSM, 95% cotton. Almost feels like soft sweat, so I thought that it was soft sweat. It's not soft sweat, but feels like soft sweat. Feels exactly like it. The difference between the soft sweat and this particular brushed sweat is that the soft sweat is usually an organic cotton. This one is an Oeko-Tex certified fabric, and but the weight is very similar. So if you're looking for solids, definitely look in the soft sweat section. To combine with it, that you could do some greens, you could do gray, you could do black, or any of the mustard and green colors. I'm feeling like we probably have a green that matches this one, and we'll take a look at that as well. So number one, and so now is the bigger collection, which is the Thorsten Berger collection, and there is one panel in it, because you know how much I love the panels, because we get like a big statement piece, and we have a couple from his previous ones left. So if you have not seen his panels yet, there's still a handful of I think we still have the squirrel, we have the badger from last year, and we have, I think we still might have the poodle. So this one is the unicorn, and it says, "Be the rock star on a pony farm." So how do the panels work? So the panel are still complete bolt width. So in this case, 1.50 m, and they're about 80 to 85 centimeters tall. And you can see how tall that is on me. It almost goes that, it just ends above my knee. Probably in his size height, it ends at her knee, because she's a little bit shorter than me, just a little bit. And then you would cut this to be either on the front of a sweater, or the way I really like it is bomber jacket, like the, what is the bomber jacket from Jali? Do you know the name? That one.
Yes, that one.
Jali has a bomber jacket. I love having
Charlie?
this. The Charlie, yes, the Charlie. I love having this on the back. I think this is really fun on the back. So in a bomber jacket, because you don't have the hoodie to cover it, I think this is going to be so fun on the back in a bomber jacket. And yes, because the Charlie is made for knits. So this one, put it on the back and have a fun cuff with it. And there is, and then you're like, well, but I can't make the whole thing out of just this one panel. So that's why we have extras. So number one, you can pair it with black. So if you wanted to do a raglan shirt and you don't want to have more purple, you want to have like something that really blocks it off, you could do, because these stripes are black. So you could do a black with it. So just get a black French terry, or you can get the coordinate, which is this one. So it's just that purple background on the same fabric. So you can get a little bit more. If you're making an adult size hoodie with a hood and sleeves, then you're gonna need probably an extra meter of this in order to make it work. And then there's this whole collection that has the same colors, but they're more doodly do. So there's this one, the scribbles, what are they called? Wild doodles. They're called wild doodles. So this one is the same purple. Can I actually have the panel again? This one is the same doodle colors as this panel. So you could add the purple doodles to this as well. So same color. So you have the purple that's in the background here, and then you have the black doodles on it. Definitely look at the pictures that are in this product, because I do like the sweaters that are made just out of this. I think they do turn out really well. And I think this is a great design for if you want to embroider or do like a vinyl applique, to have something as a background that's not so flat. I think these are really cool. So there's the purple doodles, then there's the red ones, the red burgundy ones with, and you can see there's actually 2 tones underneath this with the black. And all of these you can combine with itself or a black ribbing. Super easy. Makes it super easy. This is the green, so you have 2 different shades of green. And then these doodles. Then there's more doodles. There's one more doodle, which is not in a grid, but it's a little bit more all over, which I really love as well. So this is it's really cool. It's like we don't have a lot of prints that, you know, some people are like, well, I want something for an adult or an adult guy, and they don't like all of the prints with all of the things on it, but they also don't just want a solid. So I think something like this is good for that kind of adult of whichever gender. I think this will work really well. And then we have this one. So this one is the same background as the green. So if you wanted to, again, do a raglan shirt that has 2 different colors. So the background of this is this same color. Woo. And then we have this fun one. I think we only have, I guess we only have the one. For some reason, at first I thought that we had 2 colors. But the Stay Curious. How fun is this one? A really large print. Great for big and small kids. And it's so true. Always stay curious, always stay creative. And this one combined with the black and you're golden. You can, so unfortunately none of the doodles are actually the same color as this one. So this one, your best bet is to combine it with the black, and then I think also the Stay Curious will really, really pop. And then last but not least in the fabrics is this one. So it's called Schneegestöber. And I translated it to snowstorm. It's not quite storm. I could not find a proper translation for Schneegestöber. I think it's just before storm. Like when there's like a lot of snow flying around in the wind, but it's not really. And this one, see close up, looks fantastic. Great coloring. Love the splashes. But further away, you can actually see what it is. Can you see it? Who can see it? Can you see it? It's actually, Hisai, can you see it?
Tree.
Trees, yes. So there's trees. So imagine North Pole trees. Oh, well, there aren't trees there. Not really. But in Santa's village, there are. Like, if you trust the movie Elf, they do have trees there. And it's just, you know, the Schneegestöber in this beautiful purple. Really love this. A really subtle, wintry print in this bluish, purple, inky color. Amazing, amazing colors. Am I missing anything? I do want to tell you about our next Saturday open house, because the past one was just this past weekend. I really appreciate anybody that came out. Thank you so much for being here. It was a great turnout. And we have another one coming up October 4th. And we will be holding a sample sale. So you'll find some of his size fantastic bags and some of the things that we may have knitted or sewn that ended up not fitting us. And I'm sure somebody will fit in it, and we'll have them at great prices. We will also have a crafty component, which I'm not going to talk about too much yet because it's still in the planning exactly how we're going to do that. But there's going to be something that if you come out, if you have time to spend and hang out. Also, we did finally get the newly released baby lock machines. So there's a new serger and cover stitch combination machine, the Splendor. There's a new really wonderful sewing and quilting machine, the Anthem, which I'm super excited to try out. Not just because it's pink. I swear, it's not just because the machine is pink, even though I do love that it's a pink machine, but it's because it has some features that none of the other machines have. And then there's the new embroidery machine, which is the
Reflection.
It's a very big box. So it's probably really, really amazing. So not just probably, it is really amazing. So you'll be hearing more about that. And we do have still some amazing sales and deals on some of the other sewing and embroidery machines. Hint, hint. This is a good time to maybe already start your Christmas wish list for those. And just if you're not able to come into the shop to take advantage of our specials, just give us a call, send us an email, and we will hook you up. And I think that's about it for right now. But I'll have more next week because I know there's more exciting things arriving as we speak. And I'll have more info about that next week. So, but for this week, get inspired by some of the Acufactum, make some crazy, amazing hoodies, and happy shopping tomorrow, and I'll see you next week. Bye for now.